Hey guys, welcome back to Market Linked, and this week we're going to go over what happened exactly in the stock market. It's going to be a quick recap just to get you ready for the next week. Let's dive on in. We're going to start the video talking about the tariff deal. Now, apparently, China and the USA have spoken, and there's the number of 60% floating around. Now, will this happen? Will it not? Who in the hell knows? However, the base tariff on most countries is still the exact same. There is talks currently in Switzerland to come up with a trade relief deal for both countries. Now, this is great news. I think a lot of people, they know Donald Trump likes tariffs, but Donald Trump is a man of the market. I truly do think so. So he's probably looking at the volatility, thinking that what he can do to limit the volatility, and that's probably why the tariff jump keeps going from up and down, up and down. Isn't it great for the market? However, it did produce a lot of great buying opportunity this year. And speaking of buying opportunity, the S&P 500 is less than 4% from its all-time high. Do you guys understand what this means? Yes, I understand what it means. Anybody who bought anything recently, well, you're well up, and it's a very good thing. Now, stocks such as Apple and Amazon are still down. Apple is down more than almost 20% for the year. That's crazy. This is a great buying opportunity. However, Warren Buffett timed it perfectly by getting rid of his Apple stock. Now, if the tariff deal does happen, probably Apple and Amazon and probably a lot of other companies will get their stocks to bounce back up just because of the relief. Bitcoin also has hit 103,000 USD a piece, which is very, very good. So it is doing fantastic right now. And I think the idea of Bitcoin going strong right now is going to rally other stocks as well, as there is a small correlation between both items. On to our next piece of news is going to be talking about earning season, and some earnings did come out for certain companies such as Palantir, and after Palantir dropped its earnings, which weren't horrible, they dropped 8%. Yeah, the fund market that we're staying in. Disney actually surged for the first time in a very long time. I believe this is due to the course that Disney Plus is actually becoming pretty profitable for them. And as you know, it was losing money for a very long period of time. And so finally, it's starting to make money. I think is going to rally Disney to get right back up. Now, I'm looking at the exact date right now, but there is a date you want to remember. That is going to be May 15th, because Walmart is releasing its earnings. And to see the full effects of tariffs, I think we are going to see them from Walmart. I don't think they're going to have bad earnings, because from what I would imagine, a lot of people stocked up on a lot of stuff that they thought was going to go up in price. So I think this report is going to highlight the pre-inflationary period that we were in, inflationary due to the fact of tariffs. But I don't think this is going to show the effect of if people are not buying products now. And I think we're going to see that in the next report. However, because it is an e-commerce giant, I think that there's a very good chance we're going to see some very valuable information from this. Now, guys, the last item that I want to check off on the list is the actual Federal Reserve. They held their rate steady at 4.33 because inflation still hasn't dropped under their 2% goal. Now, what this means for you is that the federal funds are probably not, or the Fed, sorry, are not going to cut interest rates until they see a reason to cut it. And the two reasons is extensive job loss and inflation going very, very high. So going very low. So without either of those items, the federal funds are not going to cut their rates, and they're going to keep it at the same pace. Now, the big issue that a lot of people are pointing out is, are they going to be too late? That is a real issue. Are they going to be too late? Are they going to start cutting after people already lost their jobs due to tariffs? Now, if that happens, of course, I do think interest rates are going to go down. Now, I do think interest rates are probably going to go down in the next 2-3 months. I don't see a world where they're going to consistently stay, because nobody wants high interest rates. The USA debt has a lot of debt that they needs to refinance, and a lot of other people as well. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for following me on this chapter in Market Linked, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.